Thanks for coming to CoinGraph Market. Here is where we change your crypto journey. Are you sick of keeping an eye on the market all the time? Thanks to our $1,000 to $100,000 trading challenge, you can trade like a pro without having to sit at your computer all day. It only costs $79 a month. You can instantly copy the trades I make. Sign up for Satoshi Swiss today and step up your crypto game. Let's take over the world of crypto together. To join, click on the first link in the description below. Now let's get to the movie. While I don't usually celebrate success on this channel, something new in the market that we've been talking about for a few months makes me sure that the bull market has arrived. Guys, in this video I'm going to talk about the recent events that are making cryptocurrency prices go up and what I think could be the big push we need to reach all-time highs. But before the movie ends, I want to tell you something very scary that will make you even more sure that big banks will soon be entering the cryptocurrency space in a big way. Allow me to show you why XRP is the best choice for a new announcement. You won't want to miss that, so make sure you watch the whole video until the end. But first, let's watch the movie and talk about why cryptocurrencies are so popular right now. Hey guys, this isn't just any pump. I think we learned something important today that is affecting the market, and now we will look at some more complicated charts. What needs to happen to keep XRP from falling again? We'll talk about that in a moment. Before I talk about that, though, I want to talk about the big news from earlier today. The Federal Reserve said it will stop raising interest rates and instead start cutting them. Guys, earlier today the market really needed proof that the Federal Reserve is going to lower interest rates by 75 basis points as soon as March. But, ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly go over why this is so important. It seems like a lot of people don't find things like this interesting, and while I kind of agree, I can't stress how important they are enough. In other words, the main reason the stock market and cryptocurrency crashed last year was the Federal Reserve's decision to raise interest rates. The markets, including the Bitcoin markets, are mostly run by big banks and other institutions, right? For now, at least, until interest rates go through the roof, those big companies chose bonds because they had high yields. When the Federal Reserve raised interest rates to try to stop inflation, the smartest, most experienced, and most institutional investors left riskier markets for safer ones. These safer markets include a wide range of bond yields and treasury assets. People who own stocks ran away for safety when they did that, which dried up the market. But right now, inflation is really going down quickly. In my video from yesterday, I talked about that. There are a lot of signs that show that inflation has gotten a lot better lately, but we won't go into them here. Inflation was about 8 a year ago. Right now we are at 3. 2 goals have been set by the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is saying that it thinks the trend of rising prices is over. Interest rates no longer need to be raised all the time. However, the Federal Reserve took things a step further today when they said they would like to lower interest rates soon. Now, this is very important because it will make it possible for a lot of money to flow back into the coin market. Many people have thought for a long time that interest rates would stay where they are now. If you've been watching this show for a while, you may have noticed that I was one of the few people who really didn't like that idea. It was clear that inflation was going down. What I saw was that the Federal Reserve was actually slowing down the rate at which it was raising interest rates. They did this much sooner than most people thought they would. I had no doubt that inflation would go down, which meant that the Federal Reserve would need to stop raising interest rates right away and maybe even start dropping them. Since I'm being honest, all I had to do to notice was look at the markets. Let me quickly show you the Bitcoin chart, which will help you understand what we were looking at. Gentlemen, Bitcoin hit its lowest point in December 2022, at the same time that the Federal Reserve decided to stop raising interest rates. This is what Bitcoin saw. The people who work with Bitcoin realized that buyers would likely start buying riskier assets again soon if the Federal Reserve stopped raising interest rates. This is because inflation would end. That's when Bitcoin's value really started to go down. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing a rise in the risk that comes with things like cryptocurrency. I can't say enough about how important this is. we would never make progress in this market as long as the Federal Reserve kept raising interest rates and putting pressure on it. But folks, now that Daddy J. Powell is out of office and the Federal Reserve is taking a back seat, it's time for cryptocurrency to shine. Also, you should pay more attention to the XRP price chart right now because it is still in a very interesting spot. Right now, as you can see, XRP is pressing at the top of this band again. Ladies and gentlemen, XRP has been stuck in this pattern of stabilization since the beginning of 2020. So, XRP is 100 points to blow up the top of it when the thing that makes it move finally comes along. Even though I think it's great that the Federal Reserve decided to ease pressure on the market, I still think that XRP needs a huge boost before it really takes off. Something big, like a big news settlement, a big CBDC project, or an ETF, would give XRP the push it needs to break through the upper end of this range. Ladies and gentlemen, XRP is in a great place right now. I'd rather have XRP at the top of this band than the bottom, though. I'm sure that XRP needs some kind of push to really move in this way. It has tried several times, which we have seen. The price of XRP was about to go through the roof, but the SE case would last a little longer. It stopped going up and started going down again. A few weeks ago, it tried to rise again, but when fake news about the BlackRock's RPTF spread, it fell again. Guys, we need that trigger in order to make this work. I don't think XRP is the only thing that could make this happen, though. Since Bitcoin spot ETFs are now available, I really think that Bitcoin could be the thing that starts it all. Guys, it looks like between $50 billion and $100 billion could pour into the cryptocurrency in the first year of the Bitcoin spot ETFs. This means that there will probably be a lot of demand for Bitcoin on the spot market, which has never happened before. This will likely make its price go up more than most people thought it would. Anyway, guys, I think the future Bitcoin spot ETFs could be one of the biggest events in the history of the cryptocurrency market when it comes to liquidity. As I've said many times, these ETFs won't stop at Bitcoin. These will send a message to the big banks that the cryptocurrency market is here to stay and get even bigger. And finally, guys, the Bank of International Settlements just told us that central banks can now hold 2 of their funds in cryptocurrency. Interestingly, this is something I noticed earlier today at the same time as this news about the Bitcoin spot ETF. Do you remember the tape of Brad Garlinghouse talking to the MIF? They said that a country or a major national institution had to have cryptocurrency on its balance sheet before it could actually start to trade in cryptocurrencies. What we are seeing right now is that happening.